of mine. But anyway, I don't know. Maybe you must start calling me during the course of the week. I don't know. It's only just you, my friend, on Sunday because you're on air. Then after that, you just can't say, "Aye, let's leave it."
Please forgive me. Please forgive me, Mkulu.
Okay.
Thank you for the opportunity, Mkulu.
Yes.
Yeah, we're live on Voice on the Move Radio.
Yes.
Our show is called Jazz on the Move.
Yes, Jazz on the Move.
Yes. Hi to everyone. And
Yes.
we're live on TikTok. We're live on YouTube.
Yes.
You get us.
Facebook as well. Facebook. You can get us on Facebook as well.
Mm-hmm.
Even if you go online as well. www.vmradio.co.za. Yes. We are not just a radio. You can see we've just gone digital now. We've gone big. Just look at the studio. It looks so marvelous, beautiful.
With the people inside. Too.
With the people inside. Oh, jeez, man.
Bless us with their presence. Our lovely guest.
Our lovely guest. And surely we're just going to have the interview actually about 3:30.
Yes,
yes. We're going to have Mr. Sibusiso Mesh Mashilwane.
Yes, sir.
The one of the greatest pianist.
Uhamba nayo mkhulu.
Hayi sozwa solivula litafula leli. Kuzozwakala ukuthi kuhamba kanjani.
Akwenzeka.
Yes.
Not to waste any time mkhulu.
Yes, okay.
In our interface hour we have an intro set.
Okay.
Yes, we had Umama Usibongile Khumalo, rest in peace mama, with Life is Going On, which was done in live at the Market Theatre in 1998. And then the second track we had Gloria Postman would play Me the Love, the very best, taken from the very best of Gloria Postman, which was done in 1999. The last song we played for you, it was by Jonathan Butler, New Faces, taken from the album Surrender, which was done in 2002.
Okay, and there's Jonathan Butler, and I know he's South African.
Yes.
He was born in South Africa, but now I believe he's based in USA. Maybe Mr. Mashilwane can vouch us. He's in USA. He's based in USA or he's a resident of USA. I'm not too sure about that.
I think he's on and off.
Oh, it's on and off. Oh, it's on and off. Okay. But he still come to South Africa from Cape Town. Yes. Okay, that's good to hear. Actually, we have the man himself here. So we don't even have to go to Google. No, we don't have to go to Google.
He's right here.
He's right here. Anything we want to know about jazz, we will ask him. I think that's the reason why we brought him here today. We want to know more. We want him to educate us as well. So it's going to be one of the finest interview. Actually, I don't like to call it as an interview.
We having a chit chat, a good one.
No, we call it the jam. You know, the musician, they say the jam. We're going to have the jam today. So today is going to be the jam. It's not going to be an interview. It's going to be a lovely jam. So brace yourself, something big coming, something nice and something good, and you're going to enjoy your radio because we want to change the way the radio, it sounds like, how it's heard, how it's seen. As you can see, we just gone digital now. Big way. But let's just carry on with our show so that we can just get ourselves ready for the interview. So for now, what you're going to do, we're going to play one track. Then after this track, then we are on the interview. And we're going to do it like this as we do it on the interface hour. Yes.
Into
Yes, this the sound of Dorothy Masugu, one of our greatest ladies that had done music. Yes, and the sound that you just heard, it's Into Yami Ngiyaithanda from the album Lendaba. It's a 2003 release track and album as well, which is Lendaba. Well, as I've stated when we started up the show, that at half past, yes, definitely, we made it, half past. Yes, we made it. We made time for that. And we didn't miss even a minute. Well, it's a great pleasure to introduce our guest for today. Yes, Mr. Mesh Sibusiso Mashilwane. Good day, sir.
Good days to everyone and good days to the listeners.
Yes.
It's good to be here.
It's good to be here. And we like to acknowledge that there are people that are watching as well.
Oh,
yes,
wow.
they're checking us on YouTube, Facebook as well. So we just gone technology. we're just flaunting it,
Catching up.
Yeah, we're catching up with technology. Anyway,
Okay.
it's how the things are moving this time around. It's everything that has to be just live now these days.
Yeah.
Well, good for you to come through, and surely people they've seen that we had said that we're going to have you in the studio. First of all, who is Mashilwane? Who's Busiso Mashilwane?
Okay, Busiso Mashilwane is a young boy from Bethal, Mpumalanga province.
Mpumalanga, okay.
Yes, originally from there, but now sengazenza ngapha eThekwini.
Okay.
Ngokusebenza ngilapha University of KwaZulu-Natal,
Yes.
And nami ngomunye wabadlali bejazz who had made this commitment from a long time. Nguze umculo udlale ekhaya ngathi I want to be part of the making of this music.
Okay.
So that's where it all began with my brothers and aunts playing this music, so I grew up with the sound at home. So that's why and then that's why I embarked in 2016 to document Ngoge Sound, the experiences that I had growing up at Ekhaya. I started with Amanzolwandle, all the seventh album that I've released. It's all documenting the experiences that I've had at Ekhaya and going around playing this music.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. What I'm trying to figure is, you why had made you just to play piano? You could have just chose any instrument. Play any instrument. There's a guitar. There's drums,
Trumpet,
a trumpet,
saxophone.
but piano.
I think piano is from Sontweni.
Okay.
because that was the primary instrument that we had esontweni ukuthi I know at least naloma ngamanye ama-instrument angangabibikho esontweni kwakushiwo njalo
Okay.
back at home ukuthi kodwa makukhona ipiano so hamba nayo because
Usihamba nayo.
ipiano is an orchestral instrument esokwazi ukudlala i-bass kuyona sikwazi ukudlala ama-drums kuyona sikwazi ukudlala yonke into kuyona plus it's considered as an acoustic instrument, you know, or a percussive instrument.
A percussive instrument.
Yeah.
Okay, so was any special training with the piano, or you just kind of like it's a self-taught?
It is a special training. It is a special training because ngamfunde ekhaya, yabona ekhaya when you had to hamba udlala amatenda, ama-crusade, you know, you just had to play what you are taught, you know. But at the same time, because mina ekhaya yayikhona lento leyo ukuthi silalela ubaba Abdul,
Okay,
you know?
Abdul Ibrahim.
So ngangithi mangizwa le sound le ku piano ngikwazi ngifune nokuyimatchisa ukuthi I wonder if I can try to imitate le sound le ngizwe ekhaya ngaba kanjani, you know. So that's why piano to me became then the primary instrument, because even now ukudlala kwami piano, it's not just the sound of piano, but it's the percussion sound that is accumulated, that is accompanied by the piano itself, you know. That's why ngibona ngcoke the red letters, you know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
So to me, it is a percussive instrument, you know.
Okay, and is there, because I saw you wear that red little, but does it signify anything?
To me, it's yes, a big part of the pulse of my body.
Yes,
you know,
okay.
Because my body is inclusive.
Okay.
I don't see my body. It's like a piano. Uma ngidlala piano, ngibuka ngazi ukuthi ngidlala noBaba uXale, ngazi ukuthi ngidlala percussion. You know, that's how I imagine it.
Imagine it.
So
okay.
if I move my body becomes part of what is happening. You know. In fact, if I could just put all the shakers everywhere, because what they do. Whatever instrument I put on my body just amplifies the music that is in the body, you know.
Okay.
So that's why then I saw let me wear a shaker, because then that will give us a full experience of what the music sounds like, you know, or how the music should sound like from the body itself.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then I just need to know. Okay, from Bethel, how do you transform and you find yourself here in KZN?
It was a school.
Oh, it's called, okay.
It was a school, yes.
Yeah, if you can just quickly, Jenny, not too much. Just because you need to know. Yeah, but you just need to know. Even if you can just brief it. Just brief, you know.
Okay, so I'm a young boy in 1997.
Yes, okay.
Yes, and then I see this guy, Ubedlalela uBaba uSipho Gumede. His name is Sfiso Mavuso. And then I'm like, yes, ngimbona esontweni Apostolic Faith Mission udlala izingoma during the breaks ne udlala izingoma ezimnandi lapho ngithi I'm like, man, I'm fascinated by his sound, you know. I'm like,
coordination.
There's something that you're doing that is so special. And then he tells me that no, I study a Natal Tech.
Okay.
And I play for Baba Sipho Gumede, and then I play for all the legends. I'm like, man, I want to play this music. You're a relevant person. I see him in Mpumalanga. Okay. And then this is 97, you know. Yes. So come time when I matriculated, you know, I already knew then, I know I have to go to KwaZulu-Natal to learn this music. And then I came here in 2003. And then I started learning. And then because I was very, very sure of what I wanted to do, and then I sent to my Basari scholarship here. And then fast forward, I went to the States to stay a little bit in New Jersey for on an exchange program. Then I came back, I continued with my music. I must say, my experience in the States was an eye-opener, because when I got there, they asked me to tune them in a way to South African sounds.
They play jazz.
To tune them.
To tune them, okay.
To tune them and to fine-tune them. Kahle kunjani Africa.
Okay.
You know, because, I mean, I was with African-American people who wanted to be in Africa.
Oh, okay.
You know, and to Ugbona Mina from Africa is like, man, we're not expecting you to imitate us yet. You know, we are looking for home. When are you coming from home? Tell us of how home sounds like. So to me, it was like, okay, this is what I need to do. This is a task. you know, and looking at Abu Babu Masekela, Abu Babu, Abu Mamu, Umakeba, you know. And I was like, okay, so this has always been the responsibility of us here in Africa to sound and to be Africa.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's good that if you're from this continent, your sound must have this distinctive African sound.
Yes, it must have a Yes.
Okay. So then you stated that, okay, after, I think at the moment you with UKZN, eh?
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
and what do you do there just to kind of like...
Okay, so there, I'm a lecturer.
Oh, okay.
I teach piano.
Oh,
I
teach piano.
theory, theory of music. But I, in all these endeavors or in all these responsibilities in terms of coursework, to me, I always hear that voice, Uguti. How do we represent home?
Okay.
How do we represent the experiences that we have at Kaya? You know? Hence, or if you can look in all the music that I've done, it all talks about home, ihubo labomdabu, amanzo lwandle asekhaya. You know, it all talks about isibongo ukuthi imfundiso zasekhaya khamba kanjani ekhaya. You know.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think let's just give it a break now. Let's listen to one of your music.
Thank you.
I think after playing the track,
We need to know.
We need to know. You know what? Out of the blue. Wow.
How did you name it?
How did he started playing? How did you put all these things together, you know, just to make that sound?
Thank you.
So you got to enlighten us, and actually that's why we're here. We want to know you. We want you to tell us. So
Thank you.
This is the platform. Yes. We want to hear it. Wow. What a music, what a jam. This is what we call the jazz, the real jazz. Well, we with Sibusiso, Mesh Mashilwane in the studio, and we had just started our interview for this afternoon, and we're just proceeding now as he had kind of like enlightened us from his backgrounds and all that. But let's just proceed, and we proceed as we make sure that we keep you updated and informed about our artist. And this is one of our greatest. Well, Mr. Mashilwane,
Yes,
to carry on from what we had started already, you know, when I think of you and I think of Ubaba Bheki Mseleku, do you idolize him, or there's any stuff that you have picked up from him, or is any, you know, like I'm just trying to, you know, to figure it out, or is the
got to Natal Tech in 2002.
okay?
Hey, now I forgot the years. In 2003,
In 2003.
Nduduzo was already ahead. Nduduzo was already learning from Ubaba Mseleku.
Okay.
So what Nduduzo will do, he will give me the recordings of
Okay.
Baba Mseleku and say, listen to Baba Mseleku. Let's go visit Baba Mseleku. Let's talk to Baba Mseleku. Because Baba Mseleku had this ability to tap in the worlds Zalaikaya as well as the international worlds Zogdlali piano.
Okay.
You know, uyasizwa isici sasekhaya umulalela umculo kaBaba Mseleku. You know, and this is what has always been close to my heart. Ukuthi mangidlala kube khona isici sasekhaya. So yet I didn't want to lose the philosophical or the dance part of playing the instrument itself, because
Okay.
it's not light, you know.
Okay.
It's not just playing. It takes a lot of commitment to be able to play and articulate self in that piano, you know, and that takes a lot of time, you know. So what Baba Mseleku told us, Uguti, you have to spend the time on the piano. You know, you have to sit your 24 hours. You have to commit on the piano. So these are all the lessons, you know, that ended up unfolding in how we perceive, on how we think about us engaging good jazz, you know, because we had to know that we have to really play, we have to practice, you know. Ngokufunde kubo Nduduzo nabo Baba Mseleku ukuthi in fact isuke kuBaba Mseleku yafika kubo Nduduzo, and then mina ngayincela kubona ukuthi you really have to research about this instrument, you know. You really have to involve yourself holistically and make yourself as light as possible to allow the music and your experiences to flow through the piano. Through the piano, yes.
Okay. Now,
So
Okay.
so that's where the links are between me and Mseleku. It's some sort of an image to how one should look at if we want to play. We have to look to Baba Mseleku.
Okay.
Especially because he played piano.
he played piano.
Yeah.
Okay. Now I need to get. Now what I need to get now from you is, okay, how many albums have? Because someone will be just listening. Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe tuning it for the first time listening to a jazz show.
Yeah.
Mesh. Okay, I never heard of the guy.
Yeah.
But I'm interested because I've just heard one of his music. But I want to go back now. When did you started deciding? Okay, I want to record my music.
Indaba your composer, actually the composition element started with my teacher Susan
Okay.
Berry,
Okay.
who played with Mambo Simhlongo, you know, the lady
Yes,
that played
the
with
lady.
yes, that lady. So she was teaching us composition on campus, you know, in Natal, and then she used to say to us we should hand in our project.
Okay.
But one thing I liked that fascinated me, each time I handed my project, she would say, but this is a full song. This is not just a song. This is just
Yeah.
a full composition, you know. So to me, then that started, and even another saxophone player, his name is Martin Sigamny.
Okay.
Each time I would do his studio project, when we do studio,
Okay.
to him, it will sound like this is like a complete project that people need to hear, you know. So to me, that was like some sort of a confirmation that people relate what I'm doing to a complete image of how music should sound like, or how music sounds like, you know. So then in 2016, I was like, let me just record.
Just record.
Already I had compositions, you know, from Natal Tech, from our composition classes, you know. Then to me it was like, let's document this thing, you know. And then I started documenting with Amanzo Lwandle. But the first album that I recorded was Rotha, the one that I made a tribute to Mama. You know. And then unfortunately I couldn't release that one first because I had to just wait, because Mom had died on the day we were recording the album. So I just had to wait a year a bit. Just to allow,
to respect,
to give it,
respect, yes.
And then I released the Amanzo Lwandle.
Okay, so from Amanzo Lwandle, how many albums after that?
In total, and then 6 albums after that. With the one that we are just listening to now, so it makes it 7.
It makes it 7.
Yeah, so 7 albums. And this was a target, Babundu.
What was the target?
It was a target because because I was like, I have to record. Because of so many music that we have.
You have in a band.
And I keep hearing music, you know. I keep hearing music. I was like, okay, let's just release music every year.
Okay.
Yeah, and I did that. And then I'm thankful to God that was possible.
And is there any label you are signed to, or you have your own label?
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay, so it's self to
so fun.
Finance and produce albums.
I own the copies.
You own the copies, the masters. They like to say, do you own your masters?
Yes, I own the masters. Yeah.
Okay, let's go to here. Let's hear Ubaba Ufana Dlamini. You like to pose some question?
Yeah. Baba Mashilwan. The song we played, Baba.
Hey.
Just now.
Yes. Okay, so one thing that I've realized in this journey of just experiencing Umhlaba and its people and its nature and exposing myself to different identities, I realized that if I hear something, I tend to interpret it through music. So be it a feeling, be it how people live and interact with each other, I can draw you on the piano and say, Niyaxabana, this is how Xabana sounds like. you know. So, or Niyagita, or this is how Gita sounds like. So the one that we just heard, it's called Izibongo.
Okay.
So the song, I was exposed to this kind of edge dance. I want to call it edge dance. It's not go. It's like it's a forward. It's a forward dance. Like go. It's like I was exposed to that by Babumbuso Khoza when I saw him with his heritage ensemble, just to see. And then as I moved along, as I move along, they are on the same motion, you know. Their dance they've got a fast dance. It's not in Lamu. It's not like you know, like when you dance,
kind of going for it.
Yeah, it's a hunt. It's like let's get it, you know. So when you listen carefully to that shaker, because even the bass, you will hear good. It's not just saying boom. Boom. He's going for it, but it takes an individual to really be attentive, you know. So I give thanks to Amahubo and their influences in that how I hear the music there.
Okay.
And Baba Mashilwane, you could introduce us to the arrangement and your other people that you work with in this particular album, Izibongo, this beautiful piece.
Yeah, on bass, as I've mentioned, I have Daliso Ndlazi, Mlazi.
Okay,
you know, yeah, he's on double bass there. Yeah, the big guy.
The big guy, yeah, the big guy.
I call him Daddy D, yeah. And then on drums, Usphelelo Maziboko was in Newcastle. You know, that is, you always see him around.
Yeah,
many artists.
Yes.
In fact, I recorded my first album with him. Usphelelo Maziboko. And Daliso also is on Amanzo Lwandle on the first album, yeah. And then Babu Tlale Makhene. Babu Tlale Makhene is a mentor because Babu Tlale Makhene, I bring Babu Tlale Machene as someone who has played with all my legends, who has played with Abo Babo Mseleko, who has played with Abo Babo Moses Moleleko, who has played with all the greats that I look up to. So when bringing him on board, it was like, Babu, you know what we are doing. We know what we are trying to do. Please just bless it by being with us, you know. And then he allowed us, you know. So Babu Tlale Machene is the one on percussion,
percussions, okay.
you know. And then Usisonke Tlonti, you will know him as a tenor saxophone player.
Yeah, no,
I think he was a
Sisonke.
young artist last year or so.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know Sisonke.
Yeah.
I think he was on Tandi Ntuli's first album as well.
Yeah.
Yes,
He's
yes, I
also
know.
got his own
He
projects
got his
now.
own project. I think
Amazing.
Mamkulu or ubani?
Makul.
Makulu, yeah, Makulu,
Yeah.
the album, yes.
Yeah. And then we've got Kagiso Ramela is a young boy from I think he's from Pretoria.
Okay.
But I forgot the actual township where he comes from, you know. Ukagiso, I heard him when he was playing with Aboyenana, when he was playing with Ayanda Sikade, to be specific, you know. And I was like, oh, this boy, man, is amazing, you know. So I've got those two as horn players. And then, because umsebenzi ngendlela obumkhulu ngayo, I had to invite another legend, Ubabu Pegi Koza.
Okay.
You know, who came there. You will hear on other tracks, he's talking and singing there. And then I had to invite Uzowi Masuku, our own Zogi Masuku.
vocalist,
And I
yes.
had to invite Usiyama Kuzeni. I had to invite my pastor, Babu Nati Zondi, because I believe in blessings, you know.
Okay.
And the most important person who has been a very close friend to Upegi Mseleko, Babu Eugene Skiff.
Oh, Eugene Skiff, I think he's from USA, yeah?
Yeah, you know, from London.
He's from London.
Yeah, but
Oh,
originally from here.
Oh, original from here. He's original from here.
Yeah, originally.
It's just that I've seen him like in the post. In London and all. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I
He
didn't-
went in exile, actually.
Oh, okay.
That's how we left the country.
So he's originally from South Africa?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
No, it's
but-
good to hear.
Yeah.
It's good to
Yeah,
hear.
he knows everyone around, you
He
know,
knows everyone.
and everyone in the struggle, especially those days.
Oh, okay.
You know, with Abu Babu Biko and all sorts. So, but I had to call Ubabu Eugene as a mentor as well, but as someone who has been very close to Babu Pegi Mseleko.
Okay.
Yeah, so and then he's also in the project. So those are all the people that are in the project. It's about 20 tracks project.
It's a big. It's a big album. You could just see.
Yeah.
Okay. And what's your take with this digital release of music?
I think that's where the world is.
Where the world is.
Yeah, I think we just need to fine tune in things like just making sure that people are well credited. There is a way to get sleeves within the digital. We are able to read all the people, all the accompanists, you know. But I think that's where the world is, and we should not be left behind.
Okay.
But although I still feel like people want to touch something to hear.
Yeah, because I know actually with the jazz collectors or music collectors, they love hard copies.
Yeah.
They believe in hard copies. Once you,
I think the sound is different as well.
it's different.
Yeah, the sound is different because when you bounce, they call it bouncing. When,
okay.
when you make copies,
Yes,
you know,
okay.
It digital takes a particular sample rate than the CDs and the LPs. You know,
Okay.
I think the LPs seems to be the highest.
Okay.
You know, allowing us to really hear
Hear
what
the sound.
really happened.
Okay.
Quality.
But, yeah, although iTunes, if you go to my to this album Isbongo, you will see that on it is written digital master because Professor Jonathan Etho, the one who mastered, had to submit to iTunes a special kind of mastering that will at least come closer to how this thing is, how it should sound. But otherwise, all this MP3 and all this thing, they reduce the music.
Okay.
You know, especially for sensitive listeners. you know, because sensitive listeners, they want to hear bass. They want to hear it holistically. Like bangayizwa nje
It's compressed.
isi compressed,
Yeah.
you know. So
Okay.
CDs, in fact, I saw even with this CD Isbong, when I played it on the radio, it was something different than when I played it on the on the platform, you know.
Okay.
Because I could hear there, I'm hearing the full body on the CD. you know.
Okay. What we're gonna do is we're gonna do another track from the same album, Easy Bongo. Then from there, we just gotta recap, go through the album itself. Whatever we need to know, we'll go through with you, cause you hear. We don't want the hearsay. we wanna hear it from. But I don't wanna say the horse's mouth, cause you know the horse.
From the main man.
From the main man himself.
From the main man.
Okay, let's just select a second track from the same album. And Baba Dlamini, I know you're the fan of this. So I would like you to just introduce with Easy Bongo. Usho nokuthi ubani umnini we-album ngoba I know you're a great fan of Mr. Mashilwane. Okay, just introduce us to the just the album itself. What you think of the album? Then I can just go with the music, you know.
The album Easy Bongo.
Yes.
To listeners, I just got my hard copy signed.
Okay. Oh.
First of all, just to mention that.
Oh, it's already signed.
Yeah, it's already signed.
Oh,
And
cheers,
that can
that's-
never happen in a digital platform.
That's good to hear.
That's a disadvantage of it.
Oh, okay.
When I listened to the album by Mashilwane, mhlampe you would add or you emphasize more on what I'll have to say about it. Beautiful album. Worked with very good people, some pioneers,
Yeah.
legends, people well respected. We still take our hats off. Mdumzane, the album lena, if I may ask, you are a spiritual elevated man. I see.
Yeah, to me, the sound of the piano connects me to like the bigger part of human existence, you know. So to me, it's not just playing. That's why I cannot fake. I cannot play to please. You know, I cannot play what people like. You know, I just play what I feel should be played. You know.
Yes, I see. It's the energy, it doesn't lie, Mlumzan. Your presence in the studio, it shows. it says a lot, Mlumzan. It says a lot.
Thank you.
Yes, Mlumzan. As I've said, my favorite was Ntate Mshilwane.
Tate Mashilwane.
Ntate Mshilwane.
Okay, we'll go to that. I think between Hymn for the Creator and the Prayer for the Gratitude, what you think we should go with, Mr. Mashilwane?
Since we spoke about the spiritual element now, you may as well just go to the prayer for gratitude.
Prayer for Gratitude.
May people embrace it.
Okay, no problem. Okay, thanks.
Thanks.
Okay. Yes, we're still with Untate Mashilwane in the studio. Yes, Untate Mashilwane, as we're still just checking out the new album Easy Bongo, and we had just some good sound that we had just listened to. Well, I think let's just go back to what we were on the interview with Untate Mashilwane. Then we'll just check now. What I need to know from you.
Yes.
Now you've established yourself. You are an artist. We in the jazz circle, we know you. But is anybody that you're grooming up at the moment?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Which is part of Ukubonga.
Okay.
Because the album itself, it is opening us to those avenues or those ways of thinking, Oguti. We need to do anything that symbolizes gratitude.
Okay.
And for me, it was obviously this music that I had planned, Uguti. So release 6 albums or 7 albums, and then I did the 7 albums.
Yes, okay.
Then ngiyabonga. And imfundiso zokubonga ziphuma laphi ekhaya ukuthi ekhaya sifundiswa ukuthi uyabonga ubonga okuncane ubonga okukhulu.
Okay.
So and part of ukubonga is to teach other people.
Okay.
So yes, there are people that we are working with. In fact, this year I have a line of productions of my albums that I will be producing.
Okay.
Already I'm working with other artists, But for me, it's not about money, but it's all about sharing the gift that God has, has placed upon, And that is, to me, the form of gratitude. So this year now that the 7 albums are over,
okay.
So the next step is to produce other people.
To produce other people.
Yeah, while I also record mine, but I'm not going to release.
Okay.
Yes, until the journey, I feel it's the right time that we start releasing. Because I can't shut music.
Okay.
Yeah, but I can only choose which I know I can't release this one,
Okay, you know why I asked that question?
Yes.
It's just that here at VM Radio, we've opened up a platform now.
Oh.
Yes, for any producer, any musician that is willing to push his project with us. We've opened that platform. So, anybody who like his music to be well known,
yeah,
to push his music, feel free to speak with our studio. Okay, I have an email address that they can utilize.
Okay.
If you have like a project that's ready that you want it to be published, to be pushed on air, or to be, to make people aware what you have done or what project you have finished. Okay, yes, you can go to studio at vmradio.co.za. But what I'll do, I think maybe after the show, we'll share it on the social medias as well. So there is a platform that's open, because the whole gist about this show and with VM Radio as well is just to expose more talent. Because you can have people that are talented, but if they don't get the exposure, it's no use to say you're talented, but nobody knows what you're capable of doing. So that's the thing. So this platform is open for that.
Oh,
yes. So this platform is open for that. Yeah. So anybody you can just tell them, okay? No.
Nah,
babantu. Asibajah.
Thank you for the beautiful work.
Yes.
Plus, it's a beautiful studio.
It's a beautiful studio. Eh? Okay, no thanks, man.
Yes, so before we go, Babmesh, maybe you could enlighten us on how to get you on your socials, your handles, in every platform that you have.
Starting with the website, we are www.sibumash.com. SIBUMASH. So www.sibumash.com. All the information is there. And then obviously on Facebook, Sibusiso Mesh Mashilwane. On Instagram, Sibumesh, on Twitter, Sibumesh. On LinkedIn, Sibusiso Mesh Mashilwane. So we are there.
Okay. So Mesh is abbreviation of Mashilwane,
yes.
Oh, okay, say Mesh. Mesh.
And it's just Mashilwane.
Yeah. Just Mashilwane.
Yeah.
And Sibu is Busis.
Yes. Oh, okay.
Sibu is Busis.
Okay, let's just recap everything. Then I need you before we go off air, is just to tell us about the album itself. Surely the people will be interested in getting this album.
Yeah.
How many tracks? When was it released? And how can we get this music?
Okay, so Izibongo, you know, it is one of the most I think this is the closest album to my heart, you know, because it talks about how we passed through COVID, you know, how we passed through the difficult times, and just to situate self, like I said before, to be in a gratitude mode, you know, which I know Siyabonga, you know, we thank people, you know, like we thank people, we thank God, you know. So it's about a 19-track album, and yes, people can get it from us. They can just inbox in all our platforms. Say, I want a hard copy, and then we post. You know, we have already posted quite a large amount of copies to people, you know. So you just send us your closest postnet. You say, and you say, Josie, the postnet time says, this is the closest postnet, then we just send it quickly.
Okay.
Yeah.
No problem. Okay. No, it was great to have you in the studio.
Yeah.
I know we had pulled you through a very hectic schedule, and I know there's a good show that's going on at UKZN today.
Yeah.
But for respecting us and taking your time, there's nothing more that I can say.
I had to.
Ngiyabonga mkhulu, ngiyabonga baba. Siyabonga.
We're very honored.
We're very honored. Thanks a lot.
Thank you very much.
Okay, but to fulfill and to close this up, he had cried about Untate Mashilwane. Let's just exit with this track.
Okay.
As he had stated that he loves this track. So let's go into it.
My father, how can I say?
The Voice on the Move Radio.
My life, I never knew, yet still I need your love, 'cause you got